Recognizing there is human suffering all over this world in the course of natural and human catastrophes, we ring our gong today to remember these places of suffering and struggle. We ring our gong as we have since last July in honor of the 7 children who lost their lives in federal custody in our detention camps. We ring it for the adults who lost their lives in these camps, those who remain in such camps, many separated from their families, and many now infected by COVID-19 or at great risk of infection. We also recognize those who wait in makeshift refugee camps at our borders awaiting asylum hearing. We ring our gong for the losses to the virus, to date 350,000 worldwide, and recognize that communities of color suffer the greatest burden of this pandemic. And we hold in our hearts all who continue to risk their lives to provide essential service, all who suffer for loss of job, loss of security, and whose lives are especially vulnerable to this disease. We ring our gong for all those who live in poverty, especially the thousands on our streets. And today we ring out for George Floyd, who was murdered while in police custody this past Monday. With a knee pressed against his neck, George Floyd uttered his final words, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe." Several officers stood by, witnessing the murder and taking no action. What is this but a judicial lynching? This immoral and heinous act demands our condemnation, and it is a call to action. Today, in our grief, we call for justice. May we keep those who have been named, their families, in our thoughts and prayers, and may we ease the tide of suffering this week however we can. Let us join now in spoken and silent meditation. This morning's prayer is from the Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman. Open unto me light for my darkness. Open unto me courage for my fear. Open unto me hope for my despair. Open unto me peace for my turmoil. Open unto me joy for my sorrow. Open unto me strength for my weakness. Open unto me wisdom for my confusion. Open unto me forgiveness for my sins. Open unto me love for my hates. Open unto me thyself for myself. Let us join in a time of shared silence. Amen.